All those groups, Vanguard, Merrill, Bank of America, are very tightly aligned with Ms. Warren. If you look at Ms. Warren's biggest contributors, guess who they are?
Mm.
And she or someone like her made a call and said, don't allow your customer. Now, I find irony. In fact, if you look up the term Vanguard in the dictionary, it says embracing new ideas, being on the leading edge. That is what Vanguard means. And they're saying you can't spend your money on something you want to buy. That's like the antithesis of the name of the firm. And it's funny, I did a hashtag right after it happened, said set sail, right? Just leave. You don't have to stay.
And someone did a wonderful job by taking their emblem, which is an old clipper shoe, and making it sick. They created this. Moreover, I absolutely adore that, because it is expected that individuals vote with their feet. Now, the flip side of this is that what they are saying is that we don't give a shit about all of you young people, all of you millennials, and all of you Zoom individuals. Those of us who are members of the baby boomer generation do not want this. They would like for us to be the Wall Street types who maintain our composure and say, no, this is harmful. In spite of the fact that this is a reasonable decision, I would claim that it was made by boomers. This is due to the fact that boomers are the ones who are in charge of the company, which has a finite lifespan. Because here's the thing, each and every one of us is going to pass away. Everyone is going to die. I mean, everyone eventually, but the boomers will be the first to pass away, and we are all going to die. Every single one of us included. Additionally, all of the money that we believe we have will be given to you all. Millennials and Zoomers are going to be the recipients of this. And so what are the consequences that are going to occur if Vanguard and Merrill Lynch, as well as Bank of America, and irritate those individuals? Simply said, they are going to depart. Since the beginning of his career, Mark Yusko, the founder and chief information officer of Morgan Creek Capital, has been warning about huge schemes that are intended at obstructing the growth of the cryptocurrency business in the United States. These then occurrences have supplied the first evidence that there may in fact be something going on behind the scenes, despite the fact that many investors first disregarded his warnings as nothing more than conspiracies. There was a deliberate effort among major asset managers to restrict access to Bitcoin products, which was revealed by the approval of Bitcoin exchange traded funds, which served as a trigger. It was announced by a number of financial institutions, including Vanguard, Citigroup, Merrill Lynch, State Street, and UBS, that they would not be allowing their customers access to the newly released Bitcoin products. In a statement that was published on social media, Vanguard announced that they have no plans to create a Vanguard Bitcoin exchange traded fund or any other product that is associated with cryptocurrencies. The extensive connections that exist between major financial giants and anti-crypto politicians such as Elizabeth Warren and Gary Gensler, the chair of the Securities and Exchange Commission, were elaborated upon by Mark Yusko in a recent. He said that this circumstance is a prime example of established institutions making an effort to restrict the expansion of the Bitcoin business in order to protect their own interests. What is Jamie Dimon's line of work? The largest bank in the world is under his management. On the other hand, let's imagine that the largest bank of the international settlement is larger, yet he manages one of the largest banks in the world. He is an extremely powerful individual. Now, hold for a second. What exactly is the function of blockchain technology? As the internet did for the media and commerce, it does the same thing for the financial services industry. Amazon came into existence as a result of the internet, as a result of the fact that it is possible to get it from Amazon. A great number of mom and pop shops have gone out of business, and the same thing is going to occur with finance. As a result, he is the proprietor of a financial services company that is in danger of being disrupted by this emerging technology, Bitcoin being one example of it. As a result, certainly he is anxious. In addition, I believe that it is always possible to evaluate the quality of an idea by the characteristics of those who oppose it. In the event that you have an idea and no one who is significant or essential is opposed to it, it is likely that the thought is not actually that significant. The fact that those who hold positions of power and influence do not approve of your proposal indicates that you're onto something. Moreover, you're able to travel across time from I believe that we just celebrated Martin Luther King Day. Because of the fact that he had certain critics in extremely powerful positions, it is likely that he ended up losing his life as a result of them. As a result of taking a stance in support of civil and economic rights. On the other hand, if nobody was interested in that, then it wouldn't have been an idea, but it was the kind of idea that was extremely enormous. To begin, I would like to express my gratitude to him for initiating it, or it would be more accurate to say that he was one of the individuals that initiated it. Moreover, this is the reason why it is so dreaded, yet this is true of any innovation, am I right? There was apprehension over the internet, air travel, radio, television, and electricity. Concerns were also expressed regarding the radio and television. There are some wonderful photographs that date back to the 1900s. At the same time, when electric lines and demons were emerging, it seemed as though it was going to destroy the entire globe and start poisoning everyone. No, electricity is a wonderful thing. It elevates the quality of my life and makes the things that we are doing feasible. Additionally, blockchain is the same thing as Bitcoin, which is also the same name. Because it is so large, it is here to stay. Add insult to injury, there are $30 trillion in accounts held by baby boomers that are managed by financial planners. There are 30 trillion of them. If 10 basis points are invested in these exchange traded funds, is that okay? In terms of an asset that trades approximately $10 billion every day, that amounts to $30 billion. That will have a significant impact on the pricing. If one, which is not even crazy, is the minimum amount that you should put in, then one should be exactly that. I'd argue that 2, 3, 5, 8 and 10 are all acceptable, but the bare minimum is 1, which is 300 billion. Regarding a piece of property that has a market capitalization of approximately $900 billion at the moment. Therefore, we are talking about a demand that is really expanding. People seem to forget that when GBTC was first introduced, they raised approximately $10 billion worth of new fiat currency, which was then invested in GBTC. Furthermore, in a span of just a few short months, the price of Bitcoin rose from approximately 10,000 to 59,000. My point is that it was a complete parabola. You were correct. After that, it dropped to 30, then it returned to 79, and finally, it dropped all the way down to 1,500. However, as of right now, we are closer to 69 than we are to 15. Consequently, I believe that history is going to rhyme. And so as that parabola, as that fear of missing out from comes to a head later this year, after the halving, we enter what is known as the crypto autumn, which is the time when all of the activity and the attention from the media begins to increase. From where we are right now, I believe that we may make the transition to 6-digit Bitcoin in a very short amount of time. To put it another way, I mean faster than most people could even fathom. I believe that the year 2024 will be the year that people finally get that Bitcoin is a form of digital gold, right? I believe that this is the year. Gold, on the other hand, is an incredible asset. Isn't it true that it's both an asset and money? In reality, it is one of only 2 or 3 currencies that are used in the world.